Hey guys, it's Sean, ToGA brother. So I am at work. You guys can see I've got my radio, I have my vest. Okay, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about people and recognizing good things, but also recognizing motivation and recognizing drive, effort, want, desire, okay? So as you guys know, may not know, okay, my vest is displaying certain colors, certain patterns, okay? Now what that actually means to my company is that it means what kind of position I would be, right? So you guys can't see it right now, but on the back, it shows you my position, right? And I'll let you guys know, I'm a leader. I lead a team of people to do these departures, these arrivals, and whatever we have to do, okay? So, and in doing so, you have to learn how to be people skills, right? You have to learn how to read people, communicate with people, move people, and motivate people, right? And you also have to learn how to delegate tasks to certain people. You have to recognize their strengths. You also have to recognize their weaknesses, what they can't do, what they struggle with, and what they can do great and awesome, right? So where am I going with this, right? I am telling you guys this because I am a leader. Now, as a leader, I can delegate tasks, right? But wouldn't it be even better if the people I'm delegating these tasks to do them on their own instead of telling them what to do? Because that means when I tell them what to do, they're not able to do tasks outside of that, right? So they're gonna have to wait for me to tell them and give them another task. So at some point, some of these people you recognize are able to do tasks all together, right? For example, I'll give them a task, but they know that there is a task over where they would finish the first task that they could initially create and start doing and completing for the second task, right? To kind of multitask. Now, this is not an industry of proactively rushing, right? There's what we call having a sense of urgency, right? So we have to get this done because time is of the essence. My whole job, my whole career is based on getting things done on time, right? That's what we do. We get your flight out on time so you can get to where you need to be on time. You want to see your family. You want to see your friends. You want to see your job. You want to see your meeting. You want to see your business. You want to see your vacation on time, right? Well, that's not going to happen if my team doesn't do it on time. We need to be proactive and get it done correctly so you're on time, right? Now, there's complications that sometimes hinders that. Some of them are out of my control. Now, some of them I could control, but that's an unsafe condition for my team. Now, we're all about being safe. We're all about being good. I don't want to have to send someone to the hospital, have to write an injury report because we were trying to get your flight on time. Wouldn't that be devastating to find out there's an ambulance coming or there's a paramedic coming to help basically fix someone trying to get you on time? That would be devastating, right? You would feel really bad that they got hurt, right? So again, we're all about safety here, okay, for my company. And in most companies as well. In fact, I think all companies, because that's what the people in the job force want you to be, is to be safe, right? They don't want you to have to write a report, an injury report, and they want you to go home like you came in one piece. I know I'm ranting on a tangent, but stick with me, please. So, the people I work with are given tasks on a daily basis. They're given multiple tasks. Now, I'm not the type of person to give them a task and say, you need to complete this task, and then this task, and then this task, and then this task, and then this task. I don't bombard them with all these tasks. But what happens is they'll realize I'm giving them about 9 or 12 tasks within a span of about an hour and a half. Now, I don't bombard them with all of them, but essentially it all collectively at the end comes to a tally, right? So instead of giving them task 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'll say, hey, I want you to complete task 1, 2, and 3, but get this, task 1, 2, and 3 is all right there. All you have to do is do this and this. That takes care of task 1 and 2, and then task 3, that's right there. So if you do that, that completes task 1, 2, and 3. Now you have 7 tasks left, right? So, and that's about recognizing what you need to complete, what you've completed, and what needs to be done, and what you're physically doing. So where am I going with this? People recognize this. People notice this. People understand this. not just me. So what's that have to do with this? I recognize that certain individuals that are on my team are wanting to do this, are wanting to get that done, are wanting to get it completed, are wanting to get it on time. So what's that have to tell you? They want to be a leader, right? That's all that being a leader is the want to get it done, the want to do it successfully, safely, and effectively, right? So what am I telling you with all this, right? So I've recognized that a few of my teammates want to be leaders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it on my behalf. I'm going to take it on my control. I'm going to take it on my willpower and my voluntary thought process. And I'm going to say, hey, listen, I recognize that you want to be a leader and I want to help shape you into being a team lead. I'm going to throw you curveballs so when you get out there in the real world, you understand that these curveballs will happen. Now, I don't want them to fail. Let's be clear right now. I don't do this because I want them not to be a leader and I want to stay a leader. I want them to be a leader. They have great qualities to be a leader. They would be an accelerated, excellent leader. So I need to throw them curveballs so when they get curveballs in the real world, such as a live departure or a live arrival that is very critical, right? Because time is ticking, they won't run away. They won't run and scream. They won't stress out. They won't lose it and give up. They'll push through. They'll persevere. They will ask questions, utilize their resources, recognize what is in their control, also what is out of their control, and follow and be a team leader and get the job done safely, effectively, right? So for this week, I'm going to basically give them the reins and say, you know what? This is your assignment. This is your job. This is what you want to do. I'm going to say, I will assist you. I will shadow you. No, I won't let them fail all the time. If I see they need some help and they are struggling and they've exhausted all their options, I will help them out and I will take over. But I want them to win. Let me say that again real clear. I want them to win. And I want them to win and be the best lead that they can because I recognize that in them. I see that in them, right? You guys ever heard that saying, real recognizes real? Good recognizes good, right? It's the same thing. I am an excellent team leader. People know me around here. People know me back home. My Dallas family, you guys all know my name back there. My Houston family, you guys all know me here. So it's no surprise, right? Now, I recognize these people would be great, amazing leads. True story. When I was back in my old hometown, right? Back in the DC area, guess what? My current best friend over here right now, who I have a good close relation with, he was my probationary member. He was my new hire. He was one of the people that started his career with me. He was part of my team. I was his leader. Instead of just telling him what to do as his assignment, as in, we're going to load these bags in these planes and get them out of here, I explained why. I explained why certain things go in certain places. I explained why we do things in certain places. I explained why we do things at certain time periods. I explained why we start early. I explained why we have to wait, right? If you understand why, you'll do amazing things because you can adapt and you can succumb and you can outweigh any of the options or any of the difficulties that you may face, right? And he's a great lead today. He's doing all the challenging flights, the bigger planes, the smaller planes. People know him around here. But you know who taught him? I did. Do you know what they did? They didn't tell me to do that. I voluntarily took it on myself and said, you would be an awesome lead. You would be a fantastic lead. You would do amazing. Because I see your want to learn. I see your want to go, your drive. So let's put that in practice. Let's understand where this is going during this live departure, which is going to go out in 40 minutes. It's not going to be a heavy one right now, so luckily for you, you take this easy, take this slow. But you've got to work with the time, got to work with the resources, so let's go ahead and do this. Flawless, right? Now, there may be some hiccups down the road, but he understood it. He understood why, and we got it on time. Guess what? No injuries, no reports, no problems. Because real recognized real. Good recognized good. So from now on, I'm going to start teaching people that I recognize are going to be great leaders, great team leaders. I'm going to take that on my responsibility. And you know what, folks? I highly encourage you to do the same thing. If you recognize people that would be great leaders, teach them. The worst that can happen is you'll get a little bit more motivation out of them. They may not be leaders. They may not be great people. But you may get a little bit more out of them, right? Not to abuse them, but for their purpose, for their drive, for their encouragement, right? And you'll see it. Until next time, folks, I'm Sean, the ToGA brother. It's been real. I'm out. Take care.